Okay, so we were making changes on the Visual Studio Code, and we were refreshing our website to see what it looks like. So I want to refresh this drop down we just commented out a while ago. So if you check the drop down, I tapped on that stuff, the entire drop down from the LI, from the list to where the list ended. I commented everything by using // // So if I refresh the website, I'm not going to see that guy again. So I could as well, if I'm not going to need it again, never again, I can just delete it and let everywhere be clean. So the next place is, so I have home. I have about, I have services, portfolio, team, pricing, contacts. I say meet us. Does it make sense? Our story. Yeah, this makes more sense. Services, portfolio, team, pricing. I can say get started, contact. I've saved already, so I'll go and refresh and see if I see my changes. About us becomes our story that way. So the next thing I have here is welcome to Flexor. We're a team of talented designers making websites with Bootstrap. So I'll go the next section, which is my, if you use made with Bootstrap, a lot of Bootstrap made with Bootstrap templates, with time you now get to understand how this template is built. Most of them look similar. So if you work with one, it's easier for you to work with all the about 80 templates you have there. Welcome to ISOTech Switzerland. We're a team of talented and professional trainers making learning fun and affordable. Again, refresh. Yeah. Welcome to ISOTech Switzerland. We're a team of talented and professional trainers making learning fun and affordable. We'll talk about the images later on. So we move down. Why choose Flexor for your company website? And I have a text. I have this, I have this, I have this. That's the next section. So I move down, which is the why else section. See, this is commented, right? It's just to guide you on the different sections. If you watch from the very beginning, you'll see that, you see, this is favicon, Google font, the vendor CSS file that does all of the styling for us, the template style sheet. It tells us that this template, the name is Flexor. So all of this is commented just to describe what we're doing. This is the top bar area where you have your phone number and your email, and that work with us. That's the top bar area. This is the header section where we have the logo, text logo or image logo, and the what's it called, and the menu area. We're using the nav bar. Then we have the hero section. That's the slider section. You see this very small little text, right? Has taken care of everything here, right? All the nice stuff here. So the next part is going to be why us. So why choose ISOTech for your training and security consulting services. I refresh, I go. Rather, I saved and I come here to refresh. So I have why choose ISOTech for your training and security service consulting. I have some Lauren, we call them Lauren text, like your demo text. Let me try to change that. So this is a paragraph tag in NCS. So I just need to change all of the guys inside. So I say, welcome to ISOSEC. We are glad to have you here. We know you will have fun learning and doing awesome things with students all over the world. Okay, students, because we do consulting also. Students and partners all over the world. I've a Control S. I come here to save. Yes, I have it there. And I have 3 other things here. This section, you can call it wires. So I want to have, remember what we talked about, you do your planning. So ordinarily, you would have planned what is going to be in all the sections of this website. But I'm doing this on the fly and trying to do that within 20, 35 minutes to build the entire site. So let me plan on the fly. I'm going to have a rich curriculum, great trainers, affordability. I know my students will bear me witness that I'm not lying. So I need somebody to comment. So corporis volunteer seats. Let me see. What's this first one? Okay, yes, correct. So great curriculum. This is a text for great curriculum. You see, it's header 4. If I want to make it bigger, I use H3. If I want to make it very big, I make it H1. So this is the text for it. I'll skip that now and I'll move to the next one, the next header. I will say awesome or say industry experts trainers. We now move to affordable fees. So I've saved, I've Ctrl S. Let me refresh this. Good. So now you see these icons. There are different types of icons. There is a favicon. There is what's the name? Let me see if I can see the reference here. Fort Awesome, that is it. Fort Awesome. We started from a great curriculum. Now, this is where the div tag started from for that section. Our great curriculum. I have BX receipts, BX cube alternate. Then I have BX images. So that's why you have receipt is like a document, box, and images, right? So for Font Awesome, if I want to get ideas about great curriculum, let's say BX receipt, and I want to say, I think it still goes for curriculum because this looks like a curriculum, right? But for expert, I want to use like a human icon. So let me say BX, let's say icons. Let me just use this, right? BX icons, and Google and see all of the examples I could use, right? So the name of the library for this is box icons. So I will click on the link. I can now go and see several types of icons I can use for this particular website, wherever I see that, right? Okay, let me look for something that looks like a human. Okay, good. So let me say, just a moment. Okay, good. So you see the icons. Let me see something that looks like people gathered together. So you see map, database. I don't like this. I don't like this. I want something that is grouped, maybe 2, 3 more persons in an icon. Let me just search for people. Is it going to get something for me? Account. Okay, good. User account, user dash account. So I could use expert trainers and use user dash account. So if I'm correct, I go and refresh. It's missing, so it's not correct. Or maybe it's premium. All categories head layout, shape, users. Okay, so group. Let me use group. Let me use group dash group. I refresh again and see whether I have success. F5. Awesome. So group, you see, it takes the color scheme of the entire stuff, right? Affordable fees. Let me look for something that has to do with money or wallet. Let's say money or dollar. It doesn't get anything for me. Payment, e-commerce, yes, something that has to do with money. E-commerce, let me remove this guy. E-commerce. Let me look for the dollar sign. I love this dollar, badge dollar, but let me see if I can see something that makes more sense. Okay, let me just use it. So badge dash dollar. Are you seeing the name here? Badge dash dollar. So I'll say badge, that's for the fees. So I say badge dash dollar. Is it dollar or dollars? Dollar. Okay, I've saved. Let me refresh. Didn't come up. What might be the issue? Will it be premium? Because some of the icons are premium icons, whereas some name is badge dollar. So why didn't it come up? What will I use now? I know you grab what I'm trying to do. You see that receipt, offer, purchase, barcode, gift. Let me try gift. Take this off and just say gift. Okay, I go and refresh. Sorry, I go and refresh. I have hope this is going to work. Okay, good. So affordable fees. This is like a gift bag. So I could change the text for each of them now. So after great curriculum, I want to say this board now. I said I stop here. ISOSEC offers world-class curriculum to have students to make them experts within a short time. That's that. Industry experts. We draw our training experts from Europe, or let me say from Switzerland, India. One of the trainers that is going to be taking the CCBI curriculum from tomorrow. Is going to run it for 5 days. I'm going to continue the training later on. Is from India. So you have trainers from the US, from Kenya. You have trainers scattered all over the world. From US, you have some of our trainers from US, etc. Right? Affordable fees. Students get awesome content with a flexible payment schedule, and compared to competitors around the globe. Okay, let me go and refresh. Good. So I have curriculum. Awesome. So one of the things you want to do in terms of elements of design. So for some of us that have interest in going further, you could study elements of design. There are some things you need to know, things like balance, things like symmetry. Are you seeing? You want to make sure that this is not so longer than others. You want to create some kind of balance. And though the stuff is already styled for you, you don't want this to be longer than this. If you want any of them to be longer, you can make this one longer. If this one is long up to this point, so you cannot have something short to the left, something short to the right, and something very long this way. So you have balance, good balance here, right? So that's that for that section. We move to the next section, about us. So let me go grab something from ISOSEC or CRT5. So while I do that, please, I need feedback before we ride on.
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yes.
Please, where are you getting the icons from? What section of the?
Did you see the website?
Yeah, I'm seeing the website.
Box icon.
Yes.
Box icon.
Boxicons.com. And that is because from the reference I see here, the reference typically stated BX. So I don't know the other types of BX. So a simple Google will suffice. Right? So you have other types.
With that.
This is BX.
What do you mean? Yeah.
This is a class, right?
Yeah.
And because Bootstrap makes it easy for you to develop your website. So you don't have to do everything from scratch. All of this is already embedded in your CSS files you have here. See all of these references here? You already have them in those files. You see it? Box icons, right? So they're already there. But you need to be able to reference the correct thing to have what you need to have. So since I am not aware or I didn't know about that, my best bet is to just do a simple Google. And good enough, I found out the original site where all of those icons was getting from. So I cannot change whatever type of icons I need. You see, there are about 1,578 icons, right? So BX banquet, you have this. BX fork, you have this. Depending on what you are building.
Hello,
right?
sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, ask.
I have a question.
Yes.
This box icon you are making use of now, didn't we have another, is there no any other website we can get free tools from? Yes.
Yes, there are so many.
Is it compulsory we must make use of that?
There are so many. Now, anytime in tech, anytime you see something and you feel that you want to use something else, just say box icon alternatives, right? You will see so many other stuff that you can use, right?
Okay.
So there are several other alternatives that you can use. You mustn't use box icon. But if you don't use box icon, another one I can suggest for you is Font Awesome, right? Font Awesome, you have
is what?
Font Awesome. fortawesome.com. You can use, there are so many fonts you can use to do, because normally you shouldn't be designing something, you shouldn't be doing some graphics for all of these stuff, right? There are icons that you can scale this to even something very big, right? So those things are already there for you. Okay, because of time, I'm going to write down. So I will pick some content from the certified websites. CRT5 is an ISOSEC website. This was also built using Bootstrap. So I'll pick some about us here. Let me see if I can see one here. Okay, or let me see isosec.org. Let me pause my recording. Okay, so about isosec, I want to fill up this, right? About us, blah, 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 blah. So I'll come here and say, you see the section, this about us section, about us section. You see there's an embedded YouTube video here, right? There's an embedded YouTube video here, which is playing at the background, here. If you click on it, it pops out and it plays, right? So unfortunately, the video is even unavailable. Let me look for one of my videos and use for that, replace that. I just created this channel of recent to assist students put up some things free so that they can familiarize themselves with technology. Okay, when that comes up, I will pick up some of the things in About Us. Okay, I think the way this website is built, we didn't allow people to be able to copy content. Ha, ha, ha. Let me see, let me try. About Us. Let me see. Essay, Voluputa. Okay, started from essay. Yes, here. So I'll stop here. Okay, I think it's right. Let me save this, save. And refresh. Let me refresh and see whether I'm going to see changes here in the About Us section. Good. ISOSEC is a commercial title for this. So About Us. So I'm just going to change that name stuff to, okay. Welcome to the ISOSEC website. Then I'm going to get a video. Let me look for a playlist. For those of us that are not subscribed, subscribe so that when I release new stuffs, you're going to see them. Let me share. Let me pick this video. So I'm going to replace it with this particular item. Yes, so I've just replaced that. If I refresh, so I should see that video here. I think it has an icon like something, the danger. I don't know why it has not reflected. Let us see. Okay, yes. Play back on other. Okay, I'll try to fix this later on. So, but let's try it on. So the next part is this lorem. Same thing applies. You have images here. You have services. So you just pick each of the areas, you make your changes. Our mission, our plan. See these two areas. I can go and pick up our mission, our plan. I think I will have our vision here. Vision. I just look for vision. Vision. I could search also. VICON. VISION. Look at it here. Our vision. I replace with this. I just did Control F. I replace. Does he have mission? Okay. It has vision. It has our plan. Okay, it has mission, our plan, and vision. So let me see if I can see corresponding content. I have this vision. Okay, I'm not seeing mission. I know you get it. You get it now. Okay, let me say our students. I'll change this our mission to our students. Our students. Then the text is going to be this. Right? Just that way. You make all of the changes. Refresh. Let's go and see what we have there. See our students, our plan. So that's how you make all of the changes for our vision. So we make changes to our student, our plan. Sorry, we make changes to our plan and our vision. You can do the same thing for our care and of course our plan. What else again? Same thing for this what is it called? For this testimonials. For our portfolio, all of this, I don't need it. Right? This portfolio section, I don't need it. So I'm going to go to this testimonial. I need it. I can make changes to it. This portfolio section. So the entire portfolio section is started there. And it ends same portfolio. Okay, yes, somewhere you see the comment end portfolio section. I take it off, I delete. Right, I refresh, make sure I don't see that. You see, after the testimonial, I jump over to the team section. So this team section is a very nice area. So let me see if I can do this because this has to do with images. Team. So like I said, I told you yesterday, you could directly link your images, or you could have a folder within your website and link your images, right? Okay, so let this load and we'll see what's possible. So all we're going to be doing is, this is image 1. So we change this URL. We put the guy's Facebook link, Twitter, his Facebook link, his Instagram link here, his LinkedIn link. So that once you come to his profile, if you tap on any of these guys, this is an anchor link, a href, right? It's going to take you to that particular website. This is the second person, Chief Executive Officer. This is the second person here. This is his image, right? This is his socials. So you put his link here, here, right? You do that for the, I think about 4 persons you have there. So this ISOSEC team is a long list of team members. So you have Mr. Namdi Okeke. You have
question, please. A question, please.
Question, please. Right on.
Sorry for the interruption.
No problem.
Can we import pictures?
Come again.
The website.
I didn't get that. Come again.
Can we get pictures from anywhere in our file? Maybe gallery or camera folder?
Yes, if you want to do that, you have to copy all the images to the folder where you have your website, right?
Yes.
To the folder where you have the website. And you now link.
I don't get that. If I copy pictures from my phone gallery, for example.
For instance, this is your site, right? This is your site.
Yeah.
You create an image. We'll do one that way. You create a folder. You can call it images, right? Right?
Okay.
So you put all the images inside here.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me go get one picture so that we can do that also. I'll get this logo. I go to my site. So this is the image folder, and this is it. I'll rename it to logo. So I can always put all my images inside so that when I want to reference it, I can easily reference it. Let's say, for instance, if team 1, this is team 1, this is the first person. So I could easily say images, because that's the folder. Are you there? Slash logo. See, it's already suggesting. So that's the only image there. So I just hit enter and I save, Ctrl S. Once I do that, I refresh, this guy is going to change to that particular logo I have there. Are you there?
Yeah.
So if I have, so the chief executive officer is Dr. Nick. Oh, Dr. Nick likes to stay at the very, very end. He likes to stay at the very, very end. Okay, this is Dr. Nick. So I'll open the URL for Dr. Nick. This is image. So I could easily just pick this URL, right? And have here, right? See, that's the exact link to the website of that image. So if I refresh, it's going to come here. So, but the day that image is no longer available there, what's going to happen is this image will not be available again, right? So that's the chief executive officer. So let's say the second person is the vice president. The vice president is Mr. Namdi. He used to be the Director General for Africa, but he's not the Vice President. Oh, funny enough, his image is including some text. So let me do something. I have a sniping tool. I will just crop out only this place. I will save it. Save it inside my site, inside images, and I'll save vice president. It's a PNG file. I'll save it. I'll come to the next person, that is 2, and say images slash, you see, vice president. I'm going to refresh. Good. So we have Dr. Nick, the vice president. Let me assume that I'm third in command, which I am not. I'm going to go get my image. My image as faculty member is somewhere here. Okay, let me see. Let me see if this is also, wow, this is the same thing. So this is also, so I'll just crop out only this place. I'll save it. Victor, saving in the same place. Project manager, that's number 3. I say images slash, is it Victor? We go back, refresh. On and on. So you could either you link directly. I don't know where my name became William Anderson. So you could have it, the file within your folder of your website, or you could have it externally. So the same thing with pricing, you could make changes to all of these. For instance, if you use Paystack or you use PayPal and you have a PayPal link for what you're selling, that particular link, you can come link it here. FAQ, you could make changes to all of these texts. Contact us, you could change everything. Then for this form, right? Somebody was asking something about embedding forms, jot form. Let's see if we can register a jot form account very, very fast. I used to have.
I did ask that yesterday.
Okay, good. I used to have a jot form account. Let me see if I can sign up very, very fast and embed one. Because the thing is, you see these websites now, if you're not using PHP together with this website and the database, it's not going to work, right? But because we're doing just front end, so we want to restrict ourselves with front end. So, or maybe I will register, to save time, I will register an account later on and set up the form and just come embed maybe by tomorrow, so that will save time. Then you have your footer, all of these texts, you could always design by ISOSEC students. I could come to the very, very, very end and all of those stuffs designed by ISOSEC students. Their website is isosec.org. Copyrights, ISOSEC, all on and on like that. You might think it's difficult, it's not. By the time you edit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 templates, everything now becomes very easy. Look at it, ISOSEC students, you could change all of these phone numbers and the rest, right? If we are to put an image here, like I said earlier on, we all go to the logo, that's the top area. I think it's somewhere around here. Yes, header. This is it here. So they say on comment if you prefer to use a logo image. So I will do control. I put my cursor here for this ISOSEC. That is this guy that is here. This guy that is here. I don't want to use a text again. I want to use an image. So I put my cursor here and say control/. Automatically, I know that guy should become blank, right? Because it's commented already. So, but I'm going to now uncomment this place. So I'll say control/. You see it's activated. I will save. Let me see what kind of logo is here first. Let me see what it looks like before I change it. It's good to do your stuff in piecemeal. Nothing here. Okay, let me go change it to images. Sorry, images/vice president. So I'll refresh. You see the logo here? If I change it to South-Tech, sorry, logo, save it, refresh. See what happens. Now somebody's going to ask and say it's too small. We did that yesterday. All you need to do is to add a height. Let's say 150 pixel will be fine. You might not know how 100 pixel looks like until you start. Okay, I think it did increase. It seems so. Let me make it 300. 300 pixel, that's the height. It seems nothing changes. It then means that this entire area, this image is fixed to this particular area. Okay, let me try something. Let me increase the width to 300 and see what happens. Okay, good. So the width is working, but the height is not working because it has been adapted to this particular size. Let me see if I can do a walk around there. Okay. Let me remove this class and see. I will just cut it. So I have it in my clipboard. I will just cut it. If it doesn't make any difference, okay, still no difference. So I'll undo that. What am I going to be checking for now is that this is class logo. Okay, let me see if I can add the height here. Add the height here. Okay, I cannot add. So it's this div area, it's what is taking care of the logo section, right? I can add a height to it. Okay, let me do some Googling and say increase div area height. Div area height. Let me see if I can get a tweak to that. How to make div height expand with its content using CSS. I don't want to do that. Okay, height div height 20 pixel. Let me see. So let me see a little tweak to that. So div height 20 pixel. That might not solve my problem. Div height 100%. It might not solve my problem. Div height 100%. Let me go image source, this height class, ID header, flex. It's just this guy. Height should be able to work. 300. Let's see. Guys, not working. Still not working. Okay, I'll try to fix that later or maybe before tomorrow. Normally that should work. So that's how to adapt. Sorry. So I will take off these guys. They are not working for this particular div tag. So it has to do with maybe the template itself. So I'll look for that. And I can also look for that using inspect. Inspect. So it's going to tell me the particular CSS that's responsible for that. Look at it, maximum height. So the maximum height is set to 40 pixel. So it's in the style .css. So that file is in, if you check this link, let me just tap the link for you. So it's in, sorry, I know this might be too much for you to bear, but let's just go. So this is this is the logo, the style sheet, 40 pixel. If we set this to 300, of course, see it's now bigger. Okay, so let's look for the style sheets. Let me do that at once. There's no point postponing the evil day. So this is the assets. This is the CSS. There are so many style sheets, but I think here we just have only one style sheet. So good enough. So we're going to be editing the CSS. Let's use Visual Studio Code.
Hi, I have a question.
Yes, please ask.
So I don't know.
So just a moment, let me look for the logo, or let me just search for. Okay, just a moment. Top bar. See that top bar area? You see the maximum height is set at 40, right? So that's one of the things that's making our logo not exceed that 40 pixels. So it's making everything not exceed. It's making everything not exceed. If I refresh, it's making everything not exceed this size. So if I just a moment before you ask a question, if I increase this, it's going to help us. So if I increase it to something like 100 pixel, that will make sense, and also get to the logo area. Where's my logo? Logo, yes, this is the logo. So the maximum height our logo can take is 40, so we'll make it 100. Let me just refresh and see if that solves our problem. Okay, it solves it, but I think this is for top area, but I'll revert that a moment.
But it's not fitting within the space.
Yes, I'll reduce that. Okay, top bar, this is not the area we are concerned about. Top bar should still be 40. Then logo can be 100 or 150. That logo area can be 150. Let's refresh again. So we increase this place instead of this place. So we can still keep that top part at 40. Awesome. So I think this is increased. So we now need to change the height of the logo to be, I'll take off this width. I'm just interested in the height. I'll just make this 100, right? So if I refresh, it was still 100. If I refresh, I should be able to have everything. Okay, 100 seems too big. Let me make it 70 or even 60. What's happening? Okay, I think the CSS is taking this is the CSS that's going to be working. So the one we have here, this my adaptation will actually mean nothing. So this is the guy that is actually taking charge. This is overriding. So I'll just make this the 60 pixel, right? I think I should have something neat now. Okay, good. So if I want to increase that, I will make it 70. And let's see what it looks like.
Sure, be able to fit.
Yes, fine. So question, please.
Yeah, I wanted to find out, can we still embed PHP to this HTML syntax now?
Sure. You see this website, the CRT5 website. You see the Sisto diagnostics I showed you earlier on. The front end is Bootstrap, but the back end is PHP MySQL, right? So, but as a beginner, one of the first things you want to do, you want to be able to do the front end, style up all the whatever. If we were using PHP and MySQL now for this particular project, something like this form now, we wouldn't be running to JotForm or Google Form or whatever. We'll create a database, a table, right? We'll write this thing to the database. We'll create a dashboard. And when people fill this form, we're going to get it in our dashboard, right? But because we're doing front-end design, just HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So we're going to get something to help us do this. For instance, for this website, I told you the front end is Bootstrap, right? But you can see even people can check results. You see login.php, right? You could register. Okay, I think on this website you cannot register an account, but they can sign you up from the backend, from the lab. Then once you have an account, you can now check in to see your medical results, right? So this website, the front end is Bootstrap. So if it was a teamwork now, somebody is going to first build this front end, then the back end guy is now going to do the database and the whatever. So if he's a full stack developer, he's going to do both the front end and also do the back end. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Will you teach us how to do that as well?
I want to know whether you have a lineage with maybe Oliver Twist. So the goal of the course is front end. Then whatever we're going to do with back end, we're going to be using WordPress, which is still based on PHP, MySQL, but that is still front end. The goal is for you to be able to do basic pension testing and vulnerability assessment for both your Bootstrap site and for your WordPress site. It can actually be within scope. If you check our curriculum, it can never be within budget, within time we have, and of course within scope we have defined. More questions?
Hello, sir. Are you there, sir?
Yes, ask.
Hello. Let's say, for instance,
yes,
I have a website.
Yes, I know you have.
I want to attach ISOSEC to my website.
Yes.
So people can be visiting ISOSEC through my website, or so people can be visiting Google through my website. What do I do?
Wait, you mentioned ISOSEC, you mentioned Google. Which one do you want to ask?
Any of the two.
Okay, let's say you want, if somebody comes to your website, you see this work with us, you want the person to get to ISOSEC website, right? Here.
Yeah.
So all I need to do is to get to my index, get to where I have that work with us. Where is it? I could do a search, get started, right? I can say our team. And here I put the direct link to ISOSEC, right? This is an anchor tag you learned in your basic HTML, right? And once I refresh my site, tomorrow we're going to learn how to host this stuff. So if I click on work with us, sorry. If I click on work with us, what's happening? Have I saved? Let me save. Sorry, our team. Okay, I think I was linking the wrong place. Work with us. This is it here, please. This is the link, right? Work with us. So let me refresh. If I click on work with us, it takes you straight to ISOSEC. The last question before we call it a day.
Okay, question, please.
Yes, ask.
Okay, in the circumstances that we don't have a database attached to this particular website,
yes,
do we still need my SQL and PHP script?
No. If your website is informational, right? And you
apart from the database.
Yes. If your website is informational, if your website is informational and you have millions of such kind of websites, there's some people they just need this kind of website, informational, right? You come to their website, you see all they do, right? You see their services, you see their images well laid out. you contact them, either fill in the Google form, you'll see their phone number, their details, right? If you want to pay them, you could use maybe PayPal or Paystack or the account number. Some people, that is just all they need. And we have so many websites like that. If you have such kind of need, Bootstrap is 100% all you need, right? You don't need any other thing. It's only when the person needs to store some information or build some more complex stuff and whatever, that's when you need a database. Okay, I think that will be all for today. I'm going to be dropping a moment.
Before you go,
I'm going to be dropping a moment. I'm going to be dropping an assignment for you. You are going to download download any of the templates of your choice made with Bootstrap, right? And you have to build a complete website, right? Pick one of the templates, download it, edit it with Visual Studio Code, make changes, images, text, make sure you change all of the things that you need to change, right? What we're going to be doing tomorrow is to review them, then see how to get domain name and hosting, and of course we host the website, right? And tomorrow also, I'm going to use 30 minutes to do some more additions to this website, and I'll introduce WordPress to you, where we can do something that have a database or something that can do a more complex website like e-commerce, like blog, or we can have a chat box. Somebody can chat with us, tap, and we have WhatsApp and the rest. So ask your question, please.
Yes, sir. Actually, when I came in late, so how you got into the Bootstrap to start the whole thing, I didn't get it, but I was getting the way you are doing the coding along that, but how you get into it is my issue.
Okay, so we have the recording. We're going to drop it. So after the class, you can walk through it. If you have questions, please use the WhatsApp.
Yesterday record, I don't think you dropped it, sir.
Yes, we missed yesterday's recording. We couldn't get it. So, but for today's recording, you are going to have it. I dropped additional info for students for HTML and Bootstrap. That's what we did yesterday. Then, but for today's recording, the first part was recorded. I will drop it just before I leave the office. Then this second part is also being recorded. Once we are done, I'm going to drop it.